Hi everyone, this is Surit Ghosh. Welcome to Pathshala once again. In the previous video, I have already discussed about the evolution of computer. Today, in this video, I am going to explain the different generation of computer. In the year of 1945, John von Neumann gave an idea, IPO, that is input process output cycles, which is also known as John von Neumann architecture. In this architecture, he suggests that the store program is going to execute along with two units. One is ALU, that is arithmetic logic unit, and another one is CU, control unit, and they all together is known as CPU or central process unit. If any kind of arithmetic operations is encountered in the expression, then ALU will going to execute it, and CU or control unit, it's completely responsible to control all the instructions given to it. The major advantages of this architecture are program and data are working in the same memory unit. Each and every block of the main memory is freely instructed. Instructions are executed sequentially, that means one after another. Based on this architecture and the idea of memory given by Charles Babbage in his analytical engine, today's computer actually built. But the modern computer is not made in a single day. Rather, it is developed and reformed generation after generation. So let's start with the first generation. The first generation computer basically developed in the year of 1945 and used up to the year of 1959. But in between, the second generation computer is also come. It is made by vacuum tube. Now, what is vacuum tube? Vacuum tube, sometimes it is also known as valve, is a device which controls the electric current flow in high vacuum between electrodes, to which the electric potential difference has to be applied. The vacuum tube size is very large and it evolves lots of heat. The first generation computer structure is very simpler and instructions can be stored in it and doing faster calculation comparing to the other devices available in this period. As first generation computer made by using the vacuum tube, so the size of the computer is very large, near about to a room, so the portability is very difficult and it's working very slowly compared to the other generations, and error in calculation may occur. As it evolves lots of heat, so the air conditioning system is badly and largely needed to cooling down it, and for this reason the maintenance cost and price of this computer is very high. ENIAC, EDVAC, UNIVAC, Mark I are the example of first generation computer. Now second generation computer. This generation computer basically developed in the year of 1956 and used up to the year of 1964. In the year of 1947, William Shagley, John Bardeen, Walter Brattain developed a device which is known as transistor. This transistor is basically used to develop this generation computer. The size of the computer is much more smaller and evolves lesser heat comparing to the vacuum tube, which is basically used in the first generation computer. As the size of the computer becomes smaller, so the portability becomes easier in this generation, and as it evolves lesser heat, so the use of air conditioning system is minimized, to which lead it to make the less expensive by reducing the consumption of lesser electricity. The speed and the accuracy level of this generation computer is much better than the previous one. IBM 1401, IBM 7000 and PDP-1 are the examples of second generation computer. Now the third generation computer. Third generation computer basically developed in the year of 1965 and used up to 1975. It is made by a circuit chip which is 16 to 18 mm in length, 6 to 8 mm in width and 2 to 3 mm in height, and this chip is known as IC or integrated circuit. In the year of 1948, Jackson Clair Kilby from American Texas Instrument Company and Robert Nice from Fairchild Semiconductor and Gene Horney developed the IC in the same period but separately. Many transistor, resistor, capacitor, inductor are placed within a very thin silicon semiconductor plate by photolithographic process. The density of a IC is measured by the number of transistors present in it. As the size of the IC is much more smaller compared to transistor, and it also consumes lesser electricity. In this generation, two types of IC is being used. One is SSIC, small scale integrated circuit, and another one is MSIC, medium scale integrated circuit. As the size of this generation computer becomes much more smaller, so the portability or mobility of this generation computer become much more easier, and it working very speedily, and accuracy is much more better than the previous two generations. The structure of this generation computer become complex, so to troubleshoot it needs some expertise, and the use of air conditioning system is not completely removed, still it is in need. IBM 360, ICL 2900 and PDP-2 are the examples of this generation computer. Now come to the fourth generation computer. It is basically developed in the year of 1975 and used up to 1984. It is made by Advanced IC. In the early stage, the LSIC, large scale integrated circuit, is used, and after that the VLSIC, very large scale integrated circuit, is being used in this generation. This generation computer is much more faster than any other previous generations, and the accuracy level is very high. It's always give the accurate result until we provide the wrong input to it. The heat generated by this generation computer is negotiable, so the use of air conditioning system is no more mandatory for this generation computer, and for this reason the maintenance cost become much lesser. But the structure of this computer and the software used in this generation computer is complex in nature. So to troubleshoot this type of computer, we need some special efficient experts. DEC 10, Star 1000, Apple II are the examples of the fourth generation computer. Now we come to the fifth generation computer. It is basically used starting from the year of 1985, and it is being still in use and also in the development mode. ULSIC, that is ultra large scale integrated circuit, being used in this generation. This type of computer are basically used in KIPS, that is Knowledge Information Processing System sector. AI or artificial intelligence is an example of this generation computer. Today in this video I am explaining different generation of computer. In the next video I will definitely come with a new topic. To get the notification, you must to subscribe my channel and press on the bell icon to all. And if this video really helpful to you, then press a like button and share with your friends. Till then, keep watching the rest of the other videos of this channel. Bye bye and good day.